Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor, and today we are going to be looking at who exactly are your spirit guides. So first off, I just want to say this is a general reading, so I will be connecting to the overall energies of your spirit guides and the main things that they want to bring through for the collective of each pile. Always trust your intuition and use this reading for confirmation. If something doesn't resonate, you do not have to take that message on as truth. You are in control of your reality, and I am just a messenger of the energies I see present. So we're going to look at, with that being said, we're going to look at the overall energy that your spirit guides carry using oracle cards, and then we're going to get into the tarot, and we're going to look at how you can connect with your spirit guides and how your spirit guides can connect with you, and then we're going to end with some advice and guidance. So that's the reading for today. We have 3 groups to choose from. The first group is the Linestrider Tarot with the seashell. The second group is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot with the Riverstone. And the third group is the Game of Thrones Tarot with the Black Obsidian Crystal Point. So if you need to take time to meditate on the piles, feel free to do so. If you feel drawn to more than one group, that's totally okay. That just means there's more than one message for you here today. And I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below. That way you can click straight to your pile. If you need more time to meditate, just pause the video, take a few deep breaths. Other than that, I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, if you chose the Linestrider Tarot with the seashell, this is your reading. We're going to look at the overall energy of your spirit guides first using the oracle cards. But the first thing I want to say is I feel like your spirit guides connect to you through sound. I feel like you could be clairaudient. I feel like you could receive messages from your spirit guides through music, through the sounds of nature as well. That's something that's coming through strong. Specifically the sound of the ocean, but also the sound of birds, just the wind blowing through the trees, nature in general. But I feel like when you're connecting with the sound of nature, or sound in general, I feel like is when your spirit guides are with you and you can receive downloads or messages from your spirit guides. That's something that was coming through right off the bat. We're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards. So we're going to see the overall energy. So we have Saturn, and then we have the moon. Saturn, truth, and moon, the soul. So already, right off the bat, with this number 6 right here, I feel like your spirit guides are very loving. I feel like they connect to you through your heart chakra as well. Your spirit guides are coming through as being almost, the colors I'm seeing specifically are the rainbow and this green color right here. So they could be, I feel like your spirit guides could have had incarnations on Earth as rainbow children, and I feel like you could be a rainbow child as well. But that's something that's coming through where I feel like your spirit guides had lives almost like yours. And so they are your spirit guides because they know what you're going through and what you're experiencing specifically when it comes to being this very high vibrational light energy in a world such as Earth where it's very 3-dimensional. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Queen of Light, Illumination, Enlightenment, Celebration. And this coming through as the overall energy of your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are very light beings, is something that's coming through. And I feel like you could receive messages through the clouds, or maybe just staring at the clouds. I feel like you could be more connected to them. But with this message of enlightenment as well, Your spirit guides are enlightened beings, and I do feel like they have had lives on Earth. I don't feel like their lives were recent though. I feel like they could have had lived a long time ago and maybe reached this point of enlightenment, and they are your spirit guide now. You could also be on a journey of enlightenment as well, and that's why these specific spirit guides are working with you. And then we have addict. Let's see. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Compromises integrity and honesty. Allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Really interesting that we have this like wave energy here. I feel like you could have nature spirit guides, and that message was coming through with the sounds I was hearing, specifically water. But I feel like your spirit guides could be very elemental in nature. That's something that's coming through as well, where they are almost like fire, earth, water, air spirits, very connected to Earth's energy. Your spirit guides are very enlightened, and they have a very high vibration, higher consciousness. I feel like they've had a lot of past lives on Earth, and I feel like they have had past lives as being the elements is something that's coming through. I feel like your spirit guides may have had past lives as being parts of the ocean, being parts of wind, being parts of grass. I'm seeing specifically a rock. So one of your spirit guides may have had a past life as a rock, or a volcano is something that's coming through, very connected to the elements and very connected to time. I feel like your spirit guides know what it's like to live in a body. That's something that's coming through, where they know what it's like to be on Earth and have the pressure of time on you. I feel like your spirit guides are very understanding, especially if you are going through challenge or going through struggle. And I feel like they know that life on Earth isn't the easiest, is something that's coming through, especially if you have this very like light, high vibrational energy about you. It can be harder to be in this three-dimensional plane, is something that's coming through. And then we have the deer. So I feel like your spirit guides are coming through strongly as nature, specifically earth here with the earth element. But they have this very nurturing, almost kind of like motherly energy about them, where they care very much about you, and they care where your life goes and what path your life takes. And I feel like they guide you in almost like a very gentle way, is something that's coming through as well. Just make sure all these cards are straight. And I feel like when your spirit guides were on Earth, when they were in body, they probably struggled with the same things that you struggle with now. And that's why I feel like these are your spirit guides, because they know how to overcome the challenges that you are experiencing right now. And so connecting with them and receiving advice and guidance from them specifically would be very helpful for you in your situation, because they know what you've gone through and they have overcome the challenges that you may struggle with in this life as well. And there's, I feel like they could come to you through music, but they're saying, never gonna give you up. I don't know what song that is. But it's like, I feel like they're by your side no matter what. Even in dark times when you feel like they're not around you, they are always around you. And I just see like this mothering energy, like rubbing their hand on your back. So you could feel like touches from them. That's something that's coming through, like soft, gentle touches of like maybe like a mother like touch, you know, like if your mom was like rubbing her hand on your head or on your back, or you know when you feel sick and your mom just like held you. That's the type of energy that I'm feeling with your spirit guides. And we have the number 15 here again. and that reduces to the number 6. And 6 is the mother. They're coming through as this like divine mother, divine feminine energy as well. And I'm specifically hearing Hera, the Greek goddess Hera. She could be one of your spirit guides as well. Is there anything else I'm seeing? We just have so much mother energy here with the moon. The moon is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is in the 4th house, which is all about the mother, the home. I feel like if you have an altar for your spirit guides, they are very grateful for this, is something that's coming through. And if you don't have an altar, don't worry about it. But I feel like they connect to you through your home. I feel like your spirit guides are almost coming through as this like welcoming, sanctuary, protective type energy around you as well. Yeah, I feel like that's all I'm feeling for you. I feel just like this warm embrace from your spirit guides where they are coming through as this, and I feel strong like female energy here, but this could be masculine energy as well, but it just has this very feminine like soft nature where I just feel like they're hugging me or rubbing on my back and just like telling me everything's going to be okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. So we're going to see how you can connect with your spirit guides, what you can do to connect with them on a deeper level. Please connect me to the higher selves of pile number 1. How can pile number 1 connect on a deeper level with their spirit guides? So we have the Emperor that flipped out on how you can connect on a deeper level with your spirit guides. I feel like you could tend to doubt yourself or maybe trust what other people are saying over your own advice and guidance. I feel like to connect with your spirit guides, you really have to be in your power and in your strength. And you really have to trust the messages that you receive. I feel like being your own best friend is something that's coming through, how you can connect deeper with your spirit guides whenever you're not being super hard on yourself, when you're in your power, when you're trusting your intuition. And I also feel this message of like protecting your energy as well. When you protect your energy, not necessarily from anything spiritual, I'm getting more like physical energies here, like people, places, things that you do that may drain your energy. When you protect your energy from those things, and when you really, I'm also getting like self-care, self-love with this card as well. And when you're really practicing self-care, self-love, really being in your own power and not letting other people, places, things take your energy, I feel like you can connect deeper with your spirit guides. Let's get one more card. How can pile number 1 connect deeper with their spirit guides? I feel like this card. So we have the 2 of Wands. Interesting. I'm getting this message of Aries energy that's coming through, with specifically with the Emperor, but also with the 2 of Wands. When you're in your power and when you're not afraid to start new things, new projects as well, that's something that's coming through. I'm also getting this message of abundance with the Two of Wands. And I just feel this like energy of self-love, self-care, knowing your worth, knowing your power, and really claiming it as yours. I feel like you can connect deeper with your spirit guides. Whenever you trust your own authority over the words of others, that's something that's also coming through. I also feel this message of curiosity as well. Not being afraid to be curious. I feel like your spirit guides really want you to practice divination and connecting with them through divination. That could be tarot cards, oracle cards, fire gazing, water scrying, cloud gazing, listening to the sounds of nature, really any kind of divination, runes as well. I feel like you can connect deeper to your spirit guides through divination as well. That's something that's coming through. And I'm also getting this message of really opening with the rabbit here in his ears. That's really standing out to me. Really listening is something that's also coming through, and maybe practicing meditation where you quiet your mind and really open your ears and listen to what's going on around you. I feel like your spirit guides do really come to you through sounds. I feel like you could be clairaudient, but I feel if you tend to get stuck in your head, or it could, maybe if it's harder for you to practice meditation, your spirit guides are saying it's a practice. So maybe just setting a timer for 10 minutes and really just listening to the silence around you, becoming the silence, and really opening your ears is something that's coming through, how you can connect deeper to your spirit guides. They're saying divine listening, where it's like you're not necessarily expecting what to hear, but you're keeping an open mind and opening your ears to the sounds around you. We're going to go ahead and look and see how your spirit guides connect with you. Spirit guides of love and light of pile number 1. How do you connect with pile number 1? Spirit guides of love and light. How do you connect with pile number 1? I just saw a butterfly outside of my window, so they could come to you through insects, through butterflies, and it's just kind of pitter-pattering out there around. How do you connect to pile number 1, please? Spirit guides of love and light. How do you connect? Oh, okay. We'll take all of these. So we have the Ace of Wands. We have more rabbit energy here. Or we have the Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry. More rabbit energy here. So if you see bunnies, I feel like this is a sign from your spirit guides. I feel like you could also, I feel like your spirit guides connect to you really strongly through the physical realm, through things you actually see. I'm seeing specifically coins on the ground, feathers on the ground, or maybe you find money, or you find like anything you find physically in your physical surroundings, whether that's something that you've lost. I feel like that could be your spirit guide saying, hey, we're here. Or whether you find like a note or just messages on bathroom walls, I'm also seeing. Numbers, synchronicity as well with this pile. Let's see, we have the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. I feel like your spirit guides connect to you through dreams as well. I feel like they could come visit you in dreams. But I'm also seeing through memories, maybe remembering something from your past and then thinking, oh, that was weird. That happened to me before. Coincidences is something that's coming through with this pile. Also epiphanies. I feel like when you receive downloads or epiphanies, that could be your spirit guides trying to connect with you as well. Sorry about that noise in the background. Sorry about that. There's just a lot of noise. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like your spirit guides connect to you through noise, through the things going on around in your environment. And with the eagle here, I feel like your spirit guides connect to you through animals is something that's coming through as well. Specifically, you chose the Linestrider Tarot, and this has a lot of animal imagery in this deck. But these specific animals, we have the goat, the fox, it looks like some kind of goose, an eagle, lemurs as well is something that's coming through. When you see lemurs, I feel like your spirit guides could be trying to connect with you. And it's almost like, I feel like your spirit guides work really hard to bring through physical manifestations for you. Like I was saying with the coins on the ground, you could maybe see like a specific flower and then look up the meaning, and it's like weirdly coincidental with what's going on in your life. That's something that's coming through. Animals, nature. Yeah, I feel like that's how your spirit guides connect with you, through physical manifestations, things that you see, that you can actually see. But you could receive epiphanies and downloads or inspiration. I feel like your spirit guides connect with you through inspiration. And your spirit guides are saying taking inspired action. When you receive inspiration, they really want you to act on that inspiration that you receive. We're going to go ahead and end with some advice and guidance from your spirit guides. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 1? I love this. We have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. And I feel like that was something that was coming through as well with this Emperor card. How you connect with your spirit guides is by remaining autonomous, being in your power, claiming your independence as your advice and guidance from your spirit guides. Number 13 as well could be significant for you. I'm going to go ahead and read this card out of the book. Number 13. So this says, let's see if it'll focus. When Cat Spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware, and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all this back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you. Cat Spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. Oh, I love that for you. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello! If you chose pile number 2 with the Riverstone, this is your reading. We are going to be looking at who are your spirit guides. So the first thing that I was feeling, I feel like your spirit guides could be family members. I feel like they could also be ancestors. Passed on loved ones is something that's coming through as well. We're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards, and then we'll get into your tarot. Let's see. So we have Capricorn, I use. Overall energy of your spirit guides, and then we have number 22 here. So I feel like your spirit guides could come to you through number synchronicity as well. You could be seeing 222. We have the Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowing, and then we have the Owl here. I feel like you guys could be tarot readers, channelers, mediums. I feel like you are very open to spirit, and I feel like you do have a lot of spirit guides around you. I also feel like your spirit guides could be I'm just seeing with this like image of the goat here, I'm seeing the centaur. And I feel like your spirit guides could also be mythical creatures is something that's coming through as well. They could be fairies, they could be elves, they could be nymphs as well. That's something that's coming through. We have the Mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of the argument, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. With this image here of these people like facing the back and like holding hands, I feel like your spirit guides could be family members. I just feel like they're very, very close to you. They could be around you in proximity. You could feel them around you at times. I'm also getting this smell. I feel like you could maybe smell your spirit guides around you, or maybe you smell certain, like, if your spirit guides are passed on loved ones, you could smell like the scent that they smelled like. For example, if you had an aunt who always smelled like bubble gum or something like that, and you smell bubble gum, that could be like a sign that your aunt is around you. That's something that's coming through. And then we also have the dolphin as well. So we have water energy here. I feel like this group is very in tune spiritually. We have the Spirit Whisperer. I feel like you're very connected to spirit, and I feel like you could have had your spirit guides and maybe been aware that your spirit guides were around you at a young age. And I'm seeing somebody who has imaginary friends that those actually are your spirit guides. That's something that's coming through. And I feel like your spirit guides are also very fun, very kind, loving. I feel like they could come to you through jokes. They just have this very like lighthearted energy about them, where they may like say funny things. I feel like they speak to you on the regular, maybe through number synchronicity. We also have the image of the dolphin here, so maybe dolphins, but also through community. I feel like you could have a lot of people who you encounter in life who may like say certain things to you, and you're just thinking like, oh wow, that's weird. And I feel like it's your spirit guides. I feel like your spirit guides speak through other people. That's something that's coming through. Very connected. And I also mentioned this in a group prior, but I feel like this group could be walking with like almost all of their senses turned on high is something that's coming through, where you see things deeper, you hear things deeper, and you just have this deeper knowing. And I feel like you could use this gift to help other people is something that your spirit guides are saying as well. Who are pile number 1 spirit guides? I feel like your spirit guides really want you. I feel like they are very empowering toward you, and they bring through this energy of wanting you to make choices and wanting you to discover things. They're coming through as almost this like hands-off parent, which what does this mean? They're saying it's like they want you to discover, they want you to make mistakes, they want you to fail at things, and they want you to try and try and try again. I feel like they may not, I'm seeing like maybe you could ask or like, what do I do? What do I do? And at those times, I feel like that's when they're the quietest, because they want you to discover what you want to do. And they want you to make the decisions. I feel like you could be a very powerful channel as well. With this like person in the water and this message of the water as well, I feel like you could connect very well to your spirit guides in water. You could also be really good at water scrying, is something that's coming through. I feel like your spirit guides could also be water spirits, specifically water animals. So we have the dolphin here, but also like turtles is something that's coming through. Manta rays, jellyfish, fish, sharks, any kind of sea creature. I feel like your spirit guides could come to you through them. And I feel like this energy of mermaids as well that's coming through. And I believe the Capricorn is like half goat, half mermaid or something like that. I feel like you could resonate, maybe you were a mermaid in a past life, or also Mintaka is coming through, which I believe was like a planet full of, it was like a water planet or something like this in a star system. Also, whales is coming through as well. I feel like your spirit guides could connect with you through whales or through listening to the sound of whales as well. Like the whales' songs. That's something that's coming through. We're going to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. We're going to see how you can connect with them on a deeper level. Please connect me to the higher self of pile number 2. I feel like yoga could be very helpful for you, really grounding your energy. I feel could help you connect with your spirit guides as well. Really coming into the present moment, really tapping into your body and the energy of your body. How can pile number 1 connect deeper with their spirit guides? Okay. I love this. This 7 of Cups is this imagery of this person like swimming in water. I feel like when you're in water, you can connect with them really well. You may receive like epiphanies, downloads, insights, messages from your spirit guides when you're in the bath, when you're in a pool, when you're in the ocean, when you're just kind of like floating. And I'm also seeing, I feel like you could connect with them in like sensory deprivation tanks. That's something that's coming through as well. I feel like this group could be very highly sensitive, could be a highly sensitive person. And that's what I was saying with like walking with your senses on high. And I feel like when you ground your energies and when you kind of focus on not necessarily everything that's going on around you, but really tuning into your inner world, I feel like you can connect deeper with your spirit guides. I feel like this could be my fairy pile as well. I did mention I feel like your spirit guides could also be fairies. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups, more like water energy, beachy energy as well. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like you can connect deeper with your spirit guides by trusting your intuition And also they're saying practicing patience. So trusting the messages that you receive when you receive them. But also if you're not receiving any messages, they're saying to trust that as well. Really practicing patience. I feel like this group, like I was saying, could be my fairy pile, and anytime I connect with the fairy energy, it's very fast, quick moving, and a lot of times being in a physical body is hard because with this like fairy energy, we want to go, 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 and just kind of like zoom around. And I feel like you could be a very like high vibrational being as well, where in past lives you could have come from places where you could manifest things at like the snap of your finger. And so being in this like slower moving reality could be hard for you. But I feel like you could connect to your spirit guides by really slowing down, really coming into the present moment, trusting your intuition, trusting the guidance that you receive when you receive it is something that's coming through. And I just saw 1111 on the clock timer, so number synchronicity is really strong with this group. I feel like you can connect to your spirit guides by looking into numerology and looking into what numbers mean and the frequencies they carry. We're going to go ahead and look at how your spirit guides connect with you. Spirit guides of love and light. And I'm just now seeing on the back of the deck we have the Fool here. And I feel like your spirit guides are always around you with this imagery of this like dog pulling on this person. I feel like you could receive like maybe like a touch on your shoulder or just your body being pulled in certain directions. Like I feel like if you've like ever been called to maybe take a different route, something like this, I feel like it's like that's how your spirit guides connect with you, is through moving your physical body and being drawn toward moving your body in certain ways is something that's coming through. And they're saying Kundalini awakening, maybe practicing yoga or Kundalini yoga. Let's see. How do the spirit guides of pile number 2 connect with pile number 2? How do the spirit guides of pile number 2 connect with pile number 2? So we had the 4 of Torches flip out, and with this imagery, I feel like, and I just saw 1313 on the clock timer, and I'm seeing 1111 here again. I feel like your spirit guides do really send you a lot of numbers, and I'm just seeing numbers everywhere. License plate numbers, receipt numbers, the time on the clock, numbers on people's clothing, numbers on tattoos, really just a lot of numbers everywhere. You could be really into sacred geometry. I feel like they connect with you through sacred geometry as well. And I also feel like they connect to you when you're in this like meditative state. And I'm seeing specifically somebody who's about to go to sleep. I feel like your spirit guides are really strongly connecting with you when you're about to go to sleep. That's something that's coming through. See, oh my gosh, on the back of the deck we have the Fool again. I'm going to leave this out because I feel like your spirit guides do connect to you. They're saying when you take leaps of faith and you really trust your intuition, it's like your spirit guides are like there is something that's coming through. And it was that message of like, when you take a different route on your way home, you could see a synchronicity, you could see a sign, you could see something that your spirit guides are saying, hey, and I feel like it's like you're almost being pulled in certain directions because your spirit guides are trying to show you something else. And I feel like your spirit guides really connect with you when you step into the unknown and when you shift your perspective and change the way you look at things as well, as when your spirit guides connect with you the strongest. Really interesting. I feel like your spirit guides connect with you through dogs as well. And I'm seeing maybe like stray dogs or something that you see around. I feel like that's your spirit guides really trying to connect with you and being like, hey, we're here. We're going to go ahead and end with some advice and guidance from your spirit guides. Spirit guides of love and light of pile number 2. Can we please get some advice and guidance? Oh my gosh. Flipped out right away. Take the lead in reverse. And we're going to go ahead and read this out of the book for you as well. With the stag spirit. I love this. I feel like you could have been a shaman in your past life or some type of psychic. We also have these like feathers here. Your spirit guides could come to you through feathers, through flowers as well. We're going to go ahead and read this out of the book for you. Advice and guidance. Number 58. Okay. So let me flip to it. Okay. This says, others may not be as far along as you are on your journey. When Stag Spirit appears in the protection position, you are called to be compassionate and patient as you find yourself leading the way. When others struggle to follow you, they may be unsure that you can be trusted, challenging you to be kind and strong, challenging your value and questioning your worth. Know that Spirit has put you in this place at this time for a purpose and will not abandon you when you need help with your new responsibilities. Or perhaps you are actually uncomfortable leading, maybe temporarily trapped by your small self and are therefore promoting yourself too strongly, afraid that others might see weakness or imperfection in you. Let go of your fears and let Stag Spirit remind you that you have what it takes to lead wisely and ethically if you practice self-honesty and listen to others who wish to support you. Wow, so with this coming through, and I just saw 1722, and I'm seeing 172 right here on the clock. Or I saw 1722 on the clock timer, and then 172 right here, so that number could be significant for you as well. But with this coming through as your advice and guidance, I feel like your spirit guides really have been calling to you to maybe, like I was saying, become a tarot reader, become a channel, become some kind of spiritual teacher or leader for those around you. And your spirit guides are saying, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of creativity as well. And I feel like they're saying no one can do what you do because you are the only one who has experienced your life. And so if you've been being called to step into some type of leadership position or role, I feel like your spirit guides are really nudging you in that direction. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, if you chose pile number 3 with the Black Obsidian and the Game of Thrones Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to look and see who are your spirit guides with the oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. The first thing that I was feeling, I feel like your spirit guides could come to you through movies. I feel like this group could also be very clairvoyant, but I just see like messages in movies could be very significant, and I feel like your spirit guides could really connect with you through meanings and symbols behind messages in movies. That's something that's coming through. We're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards, and then we'll get into your tarot. Overall energy. So we have the Sun, Spirit, energy of pile number 1, spirit guides. We have the Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. So I feel like your spirit guides really are coming through as angels, angelic beings. I'm also seeing maybe people who have had past lives as shamans. That's something that's coming through. And I'm also feeling a very strong connection to ancient Egypt as well. So you could resonate as having past lives in Egypt, but I feel like your spirit guides, they're coming through as very ancient beings, and I feel like they lived on Earth, but I feel like they lived at a time when people really understood the symbols in nature. I'm also seeing, I feel like your spirit guides know the power of like vision quests, connecting with the sun, connecting with solar energy is something that's coming through as well. We have child nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. You could have really felt drawn to another pile as well, but I feel like your spirit guides do have this energy of being nature spirits. That's something that's coming through. And I'm seeing all kinds of nature spirits, specifically desert animals is something that's coming through, but also just nature in general, the wind, the sun, the sky, the grass, the trees. I feel like these are all your spirit guides. And you're almost coming through as this like Pocahontas type energy as well. And I feel like your spirit guides, you could have had past lives as a Native American or as a shaman, or maybe you do have this heritage or this lineage, but I feel like your spirit guides really do speak to you through nature, and they're coming through as being very strongly in connection with nature. And then we have the scorpion, which is the element of fire here, and I feel like the scorpion is a desert animal. Your spirit guides have very strong connection to ancient Egypt, is something that's coming through. You could have deities, Egyptian deities, as your spirit guides as well. That's something that's coming through. And I'm just seeing this like the sun here twice. So your spirit guides are very high vibrational, and I feel like they're very evolved. They have this very strong awareness and this very deep connection to source is something that's also coming through. I don't feel like your spirit guides have had lives on Earth for a while, but I feel like they did reach almost enlightenment or this very evolved awareness very far back. And I feel like they could have been like medicine men, medicine women, healers in ancient Egypt, counselors as well is something that's coming through. I feel like your spirit guides are almost coming through as like ascended masters as well. And I feel like this group could also may have had really like profound realizations while playing in nature as a young child. That's something that's coming through, but I feel like your spirit guides were almost always around you whenever you were in nature. Specifically if you played outside by yourself as a child. I feel like these could have been the happiest moments in your life, and I feel like your spirit guides were very strongly there with you, watching over you, guiding you. I feel like they're very protective of you as well, but I feel like they're very quick to come in and help you, is something that's coming through with this angelic help. Anytime you need advice, guidance, I feel like they're very quick to send it to you. And you could also be on this path. I feel like your spirit guides know the power of nature is something that's coming through, like how nature can be very healing. And how we can use nature. I feel like herbalism is something that's coming through, or herbology, really using like the plants to heal certain ailments. is something that's coming through. This could be something that your spirit guides did when they lived on Earth, or this could be something that they encourage you to do as well. Something that's coming through. I feel like they're just very protective of you, and I see them almost viewing you as like this divine child. And that's why I feel like your spirit guides have very old souls, and I feel like they're coming through as like being in spirit for almost a long time. And that's why I feel like they're like ascended masters in some sort of way, where they have this very like high knowledge, high wisdom. They're coming through as almost like druids as well, your spirit guides. I feel like your spirit guides could also be shamans. Let's go ahead and look at how you can connect with your spirit guides. And I just keep hearing that song from Pocahontas, we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Your spirit guides could come to you through music as well. I feel like also maybe the trees in your area, the birds in your area could also be your spirit guides as well, or they're like, they could be messengers from your spirit guides. Please connect me to the higher self of pile number 3. How can pile number 3 connect deeper to their spirit guides? How can pile number 3 connect deeper to their spirit guides? Your cards are really just flipping out. So we had the star that flipped out first. Really interesting. How can pile number 3? I feel like whenever you're doing some sort of healing or some sort of cleansing on your energy, healing of your energy, healing of past trauma, I feel like this is when you connect best with your spirit guides. When you're healing parts of yourself, I feel like your spirit guides, they come through as these like medicine men, medicine women. So they're very strongly connected to the healing arts. And whenever you are doing something to heal yourself, you're connecting deeper with your spirit guides as well. Put that right over there. And then we have the 9 of coins, the 9 of pentacles. I feel like when you connect to the energy of abundance, especially abundance in nature, how there's an abundance of trees, an abundance of grass, an abundance of animals, when you're connecting to this abundant energy, I feel like you can connect very well with your spirit guides. We have the sun. Again, the sun. We had the sun come out twice. I believe if you're sitting out in the sun, sun gazing, obviously don't look directly at the sun, look with your eyes closed or just sit in the energy of the sun. I feel like you could receive certain downloads as well. And then we have the Fool. We have a lot of like dragons. I mean, this is the Game of Thrones tarot, but not every card has a dragon in it, but a lot of these cards do. And so I feel like your spirit guides come through as dragons, or when you're connecting with the healing energy of dragons, I feel like you can connect deeper with your spirit guides as well. We have the Fool, and then I'm just going to put these right here, that way we have the Chariot, the Moon, so we have 5 major arcana cards. I feel like you could be a healer of some sort. I feel like you could be a counselor, you could be a therapist. Whenever you're really connecting to the healing arts is whenever you're really connecting to your spirit guides. And I'm seeing also you could receive certain insights of things to do or ways to behave. I'm seeing Reiki as well coming through, but it's like you just kind of have this knowing of how to heal, and your spirit guides are strongly with you whenever you're healing not only yourself but others. When you give advice and guidance to those around you, your spirit guides are also connecting with you in these times. We have the Chariot and the Fool. I feel like you can connect deeper to your spirit guides by trusting your own intuition, trusting where you're being led. Also, remembering to celebrate your wins is something that's coming through. You could resonate with being the wounded healer is something that's coming through, where you had to experience some sort of trauma or some sort of wound. This could be emotionally, this could be physically, in order to know how to heal yourself and others. And your spirit guides are really, I feel like, have always been with you from childhood. That's something that I was mentioning before. But how you can connect deeper with your spirit guides is remembering to celebrate the small wins. You know, when we have this energy of the wounded healer, a lot of times we can get stuck in this like healing cycle where we feel like we're never completely healed. And so your spirit guides really want you to celebrate the small successes, celebrate the small wins, and really just being in this energy of joy, you can connect deeper with your spirit guides as well. I also feel like the phases of the moon could be very significant for this pile, working with the energy of the phases of the moon. Specifically, they're saying when you're in water seasons, so that could be like Pisces season, Scorpio, or Cancer season, your spirit guides are strongly around you as well. And I feel like you could have a deeper connection with them through water as well. Something that's coming through. I'm going to take a drink of water really quick. Speaking of water. I feel like you can also connect deeper with your spirit guides by not forgetting your own energy. I feel like you have this very like helper-delper type energy where you really want to help those in need and you really want to be there for other people. But whenever you're there for yourself, your spirit guides are saying your state of consciousness is the most important. How you feel, your energy levels is the most important. And it's wonderful and amazing that you want to help other people, but you also have to remember to help yourself first. Is something that your spirit guides are saying. We're going to go ahead and look at how your spirit guides connect with you. Spirit guides of love and light of pile number 3. How do you connect with pile number 3? Connect with pile number 3. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups. Really interesting. I feel like your spirit guides connect with you through prayer. Is something that's coming through. Prayer, meditation. Also, just this energy of awareness. I feel like they connect with you whenever you're really in tune with your own energy. I feel like sitting in your feelings, really focusing on how you feel in certain situations, your spirit guides could come through and almost kind of guide you. And they're really strongly connected to you when you're connecting to your feelings. And then we have the 10 of Coins here. How do your spirit guides connect with you? I'm going to draw a clarifier. Why is the 10 of Coins here? Or how pile number 3 spirit guides connect with them? Why the 10 of Coins? So we have the Seven of Swords that came out. So I feel like your spirit guides connect with you whenever you recognize, that's that message of abundance again, when you recognize the abundance of everything you have around you, everything that you've created, everything that you've cultivated. When you're not giving into these intrusive thoughts, your spirit guides can connect with you. When you're not giving into these self-limiting beliefs, your spirit guides can connect with you. And I feel like your spirit guides really have given you a lot of gifts in your life is something that's coming through. And I feel like they're saying like stop and smell the roses. I feel like you have this very like hardworking, go, go, go type energy. And this is amazing and beautiful. And I feel like it's gotten you a lot of rewards in life. But your spirit guides really want you to stop and almost like take a breath of fresh air and realize the abundance that is around you. Is something that's coming through. And then we have the World on the back of the deck. Really interesting. I feel like your spirit guides connect with you through travel as well. If you've gone to certain places and experienced certain things, I feel like that's how your spirit guides connect with you. Through experiencing different cultures, but also through like rest and relaxation. Taking a vacation is what your spirit guides are saying. They connect with you in these times of respite, in these times where you're just really focusing on your self-love, focusing on your self-care, focusing on the abundance around you. That's something that's coming through as well. And they connect with you when you're in these times of joy as well. Really interesting. And they're saying time flies by when I'm having fun. So I feel like when you're in the energy of fun and just experiencing this like lighthearted, playful, childlike energy, your spirit guides connect with you. We're going to go ahead and end with some advice and guidance. I'm actually going to put this right here. Spirit guides of love and light of pile number 3. Can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please? Oh. Okay, so we have Make Your Dreams Real, the Spider Spirit in reverse. Number 56. Really beautiful. I love this energy. You could be seeing spiders as synchronicities or signs that your spirit guides are around you. We're going to go ahead and read this card out of the book. Number 56. It did come out in reverse. Okay. So this says, are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality? Are you stuck in the sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention isn't enough to make dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. Spider Spirit wants you to know that your plans will remain ephemeral unless you commit to being productive and industrious, for Spirit will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated, so begin to make your dream a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to choose one small step toward your dream. Remember, Spirit is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first one to bring the thread to the loom, then continue to do your part. Beautiful. As your advice and guidance, your spirit guides, I feel like you're very connected to Spirit, but you could maybe tend to really get lost in the sauce, lost in the dreams, lost in everything when it comes to manifestation. But I feel like you have this abundance around you, and if you're wanting to create something in your life, your spirit guides are saying, take the first step. They're saying baby steps. You know, one step at a time by Jordan Sparks. That song could be very helpful for you as well. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye.